You know, waiting for the birth of your first baby is probably one of the most exciting things in most people's lives. One Cherokee County couple was making plans when one doctor's visit changed their lives forever.
Come on. Show them how much fun you like to have outside.
Like most 16-month-olds, Elliot loves playing with his mom.
Come here. He's the happiest kid I've ever known. Wow. Whoa, what did it do?
Pretty remarkable for a little boy who has spent more time in the hospital and with doctors than most of us will in a lifetime.
We went to a random ultrasound. Actually, most OBs don't do a third ultrasound in the third trimester unless you're high risk. Otherwise, it's fairly normal to just have your initial and then your anatomy scan. So we had a third one just because our doctor liked it, and that's when we had the ultrasound tech say, kind of look at everything a little funny, a little weird. So they didn't really say anything. So they're like, okay, well, I got to give these pictures back to the doctor. Okay, all right, fine. So waited for the doctor for a really long period of time, and that's when they told me that he has fluid on his brain.
More tests confirmed Elliot had spina bifida, a birth defect where the spinal tube doesn't close all the way and connect to the brain. After an emergency C-section, Elliot went right into surgery.
So it was the surgery to close his lesion on his back. So he has myelomeningocele, which is the most severe type of spina bifida.
A week later, another surgery to put a shunt in his brain to help the spinal fluid flow properly.
So his is L4, L5, down to sacral of the spine, which causes issues with bladder and bowel function, leg weakness, muscle weakness. So he actually does not have feeling and sensation from knees down. And he has weak hips. So right now we're trying to work on him crawling on all fours, because he was army crawling. And now we're trying to work on him trying to pull to stand. So we start with kind of helping him put his leg up and help at his butt, and he tries to pull himself up. And then we work with him on standing.
All of it with the help of physical therapy and new braces for Elliot's legs.
We got these back in about August time, September, because we got two different kinds. We have a short one and then a taller one. Wow. Now you gotta go get it, come on.
While Elliot gets lots of help physically, his mom finds emotional support through spina bifida support groups.
And just getting their perspective and hearing their stories, that it's not all doom and gloom, it's it's happy moments. It's not just your kid with a disability.
A family with the same hopes and dreams for their child as any other parent.
I hope for him is just to live to his highest potential. I want him to be independent. I want him to be able to do everything he needs to take care of himself, but be happy with it.
There we go. There we go. I see you. High five. All right. And you know what? You can help Elliot live to his fullest potential and others just like him, because you can get ready to walk and roll. That's happening this weekend. It's an event to raise money and awareness about spina bifida. It's back in person this year. That walk is this Saturday, tomorrow, at Blackburn Park. And joining us to talk about the event is Libby Reardon. She's the National Director of Special Events with Walk and Roll. Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
Their story, a lot of people have heard of spina bifida, but they really don't know what it is. So part of your message is just getting the word out about what it is and how common it is.
That's right. That's right. There's about 166,000 Americans living with spina bifida, but one of our missions is certainly to also raise awareness, and we try to do that through the walk and roll for sure.
And you're about, what, halfway through your goal of raising
We
money?
We have a big goal in Atlanta for $50,000. Series-wide this year, we have a goal of $400,000 for all of our walk and rolls. We're working really hard. Our participants have been fundraising. We're thankful for our corporate sponsors, and we'll keep that fundraising open for the rest of this year.
And that money is going where?
So it goes a long way. It goes towards the community programs. It goes for national research, all of our advocacy efforts on a national level, as well as local support here for the Georgia community.
One of the things that the mom, Courtney, told me when we interviewed her as she shared her story is that without the support and without the support groups, it would be really tough for a lot of these parents to deal with a child that has spina bifida.
Right. It's a big awareness campaign. It's also a big thing for parents to conquer when they find out, what am I going to do? What does this look like for my child's future? And finding support is really important, as well as the right community here in Atlanta.
And there's the financial burden as well, because there's, you're going to need physical therapy, the braces,
Right.
dealing with insurance. And I think your organization, others like it, help these parents navigate those sort of things.
That's right. Our mission at the Spina Bifida Association is to build a better and brighter future for all those impacted by spina bifida. And events like the Walk and Roll are going to help us do just that.
So can you talk a little bit about, because some people may say, well, what are the risk factors? How do I know if perhaps my child is going to have spina bifida? Are there certain risk factors that you need to be concerned about? What do women need to know?
The most important thing that I think for people to know is that there is not a way to avoid spina bifida. And the most important things for moms and dads to know is that you've done nothing wrong. If you have a diagnosis at an early, usually before birth, there's nothing that you've done wrong. You're going to do your best to have the best treatment for your child and to find the best opportunities for them. There's not a cure. We don't know exactly what causes spina bifida right now. It's a few factors that play into. It happens really early in pregnancy, before a woman even knows that she's pregnant. And again, guilt can be a big thing with moms, thinking that they've done the wrong thing,
They've done something
and they
wrong, yeah.
haven't.
Atlanta is really a good place to be in terms of getting those resources and having doctors here who are able to help out, right? Right.
We have a great pediatric clinic here in Atlanta. Something that we are working on at the Spina Bifida Association is for care with for adults once they outgrow the pediatric clinics. There's a huge care cliff for our adult population as they continue to live and grow with spina bifida.
Well, hopefully this walk will raise the money to be able
Yes.
to do all those things. If someone is interested, can they still register for the walk?
Absolutely. We
Okay.
would love for you to join us tomorrow at Blackburn Park. You can register online at spinabifidassociation.org or in person in the morning. Registration opens at 9 and we will start the walk at 10.
And if somebody can't make it out there in person, can they still donate?
Absolutely. Same place, spinabifidassociation.org. It's next to the register button. You can register or donate.
Libby, thank you very much.
Thank
we
you so
appreciate
much.
it. I hope a ton of people turn out.
Thank
and
you.
Ella promises the weather tomorrow should be
Yes,
good.
yes.
Okay, we're going to post a link so that you can get more information about the walk. Enroll online at Atlanta News First. We'll be right back.